Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. As the recording of this, it is Wednesday, October 25th, 2023. I'm standing here off to the side of Lake Reinhardt. There's a bird right down below. And it is the middle of the week, hump day, some say. And I was looking at the My Disney Experience app and the wait times didn't look too bad for Epcot Center. So I'm gonna head over there and see what the night and late afternoon, it is windy. Yeah, that bird's like hightailing it. See ya, bird. Let's see where the day leads. I'm inviting you to join me. I thought there was a cow mooing. I think it's just an electric scooter or an electric cart or a go-kart or possibly a weed eater or Leatherface. 6 days till Halloween as I am filming this, wearing an appropriate shirt. Join me. All Hallows Eve is almost here. Shall you? Now there is no event happening at this particular moment. They are preparing for yet another one. They're always doing events down here. I do not know what this one is going to be over the near future, but the streets are closed in preparation for another beautiful celebration downtown event. Always something going on. And it's really about to kick into high gear through Halloween, and then once December rolls around, this place down here is just non-stop every evening. Now it is 3:58 at the moment right now, but take a look at these wait times. Now all this could change with annual pass holders going a little bit later in the evening, but Spaceship Earth's only 5 minutes. In fact, Soarin' over California, which rarely makes an appearance here on the East Coast, is over in the Land Pavilion, 15 minutes. So if I can get over there in a timely fashion, 15 minutes for Figment. I can also do single rider, so going by myself heading over there for a test track. So I could actually do all of the former Future World in a timely manner. And the Moana water, the new water attraction, I have not seen under the Shroud of Nightfall. So it's gonna be a fun night. However, all that could change within an hour of getting over there. And a lot of APs show up and all that could kind of go off the rails. But I feel like it's gonna be pretty good. I got my Magic Band ready to rock. Do not have to make a reservation at Epcot on weekdays anymore. Just show up after 2 and walk right in. Now it could be they have the road blocked off because they are doing a little construction here on part of Market Street. I think it's probably for an event. Also, noticing Cool is really getting comfortable on the staircase at the forefront of Lake Reinhardt. Yeah, he's just very, very comfortable sitting there, just enjoying the sun, enjoying the fall Florida air. Not bothering anybody. Just enjoying the lakefront, as he should be. I also think I'm gonna get a Joffrey's coffee in the park. I had thought about trying another one, but I realized I've been trying to do this pumpkin spice kick this month. So I'll get in, hit a Joffrey's up, and from there, start the evening in Epcot. Boy, I really timed this wrong. My apologies. I think that bicyclist needs a coffee too. Hello. Off I go. Good to see you. Closest archway, heading from the direction I always head in. This is the most frequent archway I drive under. Hello again. Oh, perfect timing. Monorail and the newly brought back trams in the same frame. And there's Hey Hey, a grand and miraculous journey around the tram horseshoe. Obviously I'm referring, you're just taking the trams there, going around, I'm referring to Spaceship Earth. It's always beautiful. It's a little, it's a joke, but showing Spaceship Earth, that amazing sphere some refer to as the golf ball. Don't ever call it the golf ball. There's an attraction in there, there's a ride in there, fantastic dark ride. One of the best and one of the few old school Epcot ones that are left. All right, in the last 4 days I've had Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, 7-Eleven, and now Joffrey's pumpkin spice lattes, and I would say Starbucks is still in the lead. This is all right though. And this is only for the pumpkin spice latte persuasion, not regular coffee. I think Dunkin' is really superior when it comes to regular coffee. Yeah, there is no one in line for Living with the Land, and I'm hoping Soarin follows Soarin. Well, there's no G in it, but Soarin, now taking flight, follows suit with the California overlay, which doesn't happen here too often. Yeah, I gotta say it was a pretty accurate representation of the time frame going in. It really was 15 minutes, but I noticed they have the 100th anniversary emblem on the front of the Soarin sign. I guess that's probably why they brought Soarin' over California out there. One thing I really like about Soarin' over California is you get to see a lot of the California stuff. You don't really get to see that out here on the East Coast too much. That's kind of neat. Some of my favorite scenes in it, of course, ending at the very end, you get to actually see Disneyland. You get to go over Walt's original Magic Kingdom and Main Street USA. So of course, get to see a few other little key moments as well. But I think that's the crescendo, getting to see, you know, Main Street USA, the Matterhorn, and all the West Coast stuff. Pretty dang cool. I'm glad I got to do it. It was only a 15-minute wait. When you exit out, it's kind of interesting. I have never noticed this before. And I've noticed a lot of stuff around this pavilion, but I've never seen this little placard here. Symbiotic relationships mean creative partnership. This symbiosis, that's what it is, symbiosis between the land and humankind. The earth is to be seen neither as an ecosystem to be preserved unchanged, nor a quarry to be exploited for selfish and short-range economic reasons, but as a garden to be cultivated to the development of its own potential of the human adventure. I've never noticed that before. Whoa, is it just me, or did they take this tree out? Wasn't there a big tree right here recently? There's tree removal. Living with the Land temporarily closed. Figment 15 minutes. I'm going to see. So 30 minutes just for a standby walk-on for test track, which means single rider will be a complete walk-on. It'll take probably, well, 1 minute wait, so I've got to do some test track action. This is kind of weird. There's no one in the line at all. I mean, the regular line's outside, but the line backed up here, there's not one person in it, even the regular queue. I'm not sure if the ride broke down and it reopened, but it just basically just me. Front row of that car, the back row was empty. I shared the vehicle with two other single riders. There were 3 single riders on there, and that was it. The 2 cars in front of ours, there was no one in. Now the line has gotten a little longer, so that was kind of weird. It must have been down and then just reopened. It's timed it just right. Okay, I've been pretty lucky. Both rides I've just walked on so far. Now this is like a little bit of a hack. Well, it's not a hack. It's a $15 cheat code, basically. Purchase for $15, I can get Lightning Lane, or I could try to get the virtual queue, which probably, I think the last virtual queue started at 1, so the only way I'm going to get on Guardians is to cough up 15 bones right here. But if I purchase for $15, do the Lightning Lane, I can just walk right on Guardians. So I think I'm going to do it. Why not? All right, that was pretty much a walk-on. I mean, you do have to watch the pre-show, so that's like a good 10-15 minutes of those. But other than that, it's just a quick little walk-on. One little hack I will say about going on test track, though, if you do single rider, you do not have to build the car, and you just get right on. You know, if you do lightning lane, that's not the case. Lightning lane, you still got to do the building the car and waiting in some sort of line. So single rider for test track is definitely the way to go. I'm curious what song I'm gonna get. I think my favorite is Everybody Wants to Rule the World or I Ran. I've gotten all the songs multiple times, but those are my two favorite, I think. And I will be sitting in row number 8. I don't know which is my favorite, this or Tron as far as new attractions. I really do like Tron. A lot of people don't like Tron as much as this, but I think they're kind of two totally different rides and they're both a lot of fun. Number 8. Then again, I've only done Tron 3 or 4 times. I've done this one probably 20 times. Maybe that is why I have the thought process. There's several items all nestled in there. My phone, my keys, my wallet, everything. Hopefully it'll be okay. I should probably take my hat off. I'm gonna hold on to my hats. Best remove them. Curious to see what song I get. I'm going to predict I'm going to get I Ran. I'm just going to state it now, I Ran. I will let you know at exit if I ended up getting it or not. It's tough to pick a favorite. I Ran or Flock of Seagulls or Everybody Wants to Rule the World. I cannot believe it. I ended up getting I Ran. What the heck? I think I've got I Ran twice as much as any other song, and I don't know, it's crazy that I got I Ran. All right, that ride is definitely better than Tron, but they're definitely two different rides, but holy cow, I forgot how completely amazing that ride is. I gotta pop over into Club Cool now and probably get one of my favorite ones, which is the Country Club here. Get a little, I'm not gonna do the Beverly, but I think I'm gonna hit up the Land. I'll check the app, the Land is back open. 5 minutes, and then Spaceship Earth 5 minutes. I don't think I'm even gonna go to World Showcase. I'm just gonna Future World it up, well, Future World, and then head out. Complete walk-on. However, the person behind me is like hacking up a lung. All right, that was, yeah, that wasn't the most enjoyable experience, sitting directly in front of someone that was coughing pretty much the entire time, but at least it wasn't a long wait. It was like a 5-minute wait. And I'm walking out to this, which is kind of nice. You get the view of the monorail going by. And it's a very long ride to be sitting, you know, in that kind of position where I knew when it started, I was like, oh, this is gonna last the entire ride. And it did. And from one upside down waterfall, I'll be heading over to the Moana area. The sun should be completely set soon, and it'll be dark enough to get a nice little vibe over there in the Moana water area. All right, I'll take the long way around to the Moana area here along the construction walls over in this section. Kind of turning into a really beautiful night. The weather out here is just absolutely amazing. It feels so dang good. Very, very comfortable. A little bit ago when I was in the creation shop, I ended up purchasing a new t-shirt. I'll show that momentarily, but they had an Epcot Center 1982 tee that said Epcot Center on it. And as I was heading over to where my destination is, I'm kind of like looping around the front side of Spaceship Earth, and they started being illuminated. They were doing one of the light shows that they started for the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World a couple of years ago. And then when the 50th ended, they just kept all the lights that were up on it. So it's kind of neat to still see the lights all on Spaceship Earth. I'm really glad that they left that for the 50th. They also left the bottom of the monorails all illuminated, which is really, really great to have the bottom of the monorails also illuminated. It was also something they did for the 50th, and they just figured, you know what, let's run it into the not only the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World, and soon after that, now it is going on the 100th anniversary of the entire company, not just the parks, but the entire Disney company itself is now 100 years old, and they still have all the lights, so that's pretty good. Yeah, and I will say it definitely is a lot more impressive into the Journey of Water area at night. I was out here on opening day, which was only like, what, a week and a half ago, 10 days ago? Maybe even a week ago, wasn't even that long ago. It was like pretty recently, where they had the soft openings even before all the opening day. They did soft openings, the annual pass holder previews, they did all that kind of stuff, but I came out on opening day, and I got the time slot. That's when they were still doing virtual queues, but the virtual queue was like over and done with, and now you just like show up, you walk right in, so you can show up at any time. So I chose to walk in there at night, and kind of see it. But it definitely kind of has the vibe kind of like Avatar, the Avatar area over at Animal Kingdom. We really kind of want to see it at night versus during the day. It definitely is a lot better, all illuminated with the water going up and the different colors and the different, you know, under the shroud of nightfall with the lights. It's definitely like a much different vibe. So highly recommend the Journey of Water Moana area at night, as opposed, but during the day is good too. If you can only see it once and you only have you're on a time crunch to see it during the day. But all right, gonna get one last one heading out of the monorail going by with Spaceship Earth off in the distance. Was able to catch a little show they were doing on the way out of Spaceship Earth, and it was also kind of nice too because they ended up getting a little angle of the monorail as it was going by too, just as I was kind of like heading out, walking backwards out of the park. The monorail ended up going by. And I always like a little illuminated Spaceship Earth, and then definitely like the illuminated Spaceship Earth and the monorail illuminated under the bottom, so you get the double dose of illuminations. I mean, all different colors there on Spaceship Earth. Speaking of said attraction and or landmark or both, I ended up getting this Epcot Center 82. You don't see a lot of merchandise nowadays. There's a Figment shirt that has Epcot Center written on it. Usually it just says Epcot, but it's nice to get some retro kind of throwback vibes on this. This definitely has that mid-80s, early 80s vibe with the different colors and design. It says 82, it says WDW. Pretty nice. Yeah, I ended up getting this. I looked at some pins, but I decided not to get any pins, and I decided to go with this t-shirt. Anytime there's an Epcot Center shirt, which doesn't happen too often, they bring it out with the secondary word center. And I'm glad they brought back that particular font. I will usually purchase it. I do like the retro vibes, you know, the retro throwback style. Oh, is this actually happening? Crossing of the transportation devices streams. Oh, it doesn't get any better than that for an outro. That's going to do it for today. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog is over.